I met Harold on June 12th, 1973. How do I know that date? It was my first day as a management employee at CMP Telephone Company. Bob Schweier was there also. Anyway, I was the manager of the group, Harold Hausenfluck. He assigned me to Harold and to Jeanette Miller for those two to train me. We were in the long-range planning group. Well, Harold couldn't figure out how you can take someone who's had 1 day of service and turn them into a long-range planner. Thought that was kind of an oxymoron. So he decided he would let Jeanette do all the detail work and teach me all the details and the terminology and all the planning information, and he would teach me the politics of Verizon, or CMP at that time, okay? So he, in that regard, he decided he was going to teach me what you needed to do to get noticed, and when you did how to do things and not get noticed. Okay? I think that was more of his forte. In teaching me the politics of the telephone company, I think for Harold that equaled teaching me the fun part of the company. Everybody who I've chatted with here tonight has said the same thing, the fun, the laughter. For Harold, and back in those early days, CMP Telephone was just Virginia, Maryland, Washington, and D.C. But for Harold, a business trip was an opportunity for fun. And those absolutely expanded as he moved through his career and moved into Bell Atlantic. But back then, I remember the very first business trip I went on, which was to Roanoke, okay? And I don't know how many hour trip that is, 2 hours, 3 hours, but he has us leaving early in the morning. Harold, why are we leaving so early? Well, if we're going to Roanoke, we have to stop at Farmville, we have to have lunch at McAdoo's, and then we have to go shopping at the Green Front Furniture Store. I was 22 years old. I didn't even know what the Green Front Furniture Store was then. But anyway, so we stop, we eat, we go through this furniture store, and lo and behold, I find this rug I like, a 9 by 12 rug. We are in a CMP Telephone Company car, a subcompact car. Oh yeah, you can get that, Linda, you can get that. We got it. He curled that thing in there like a snake. I mean, it was across the front of the thing and all the way through. So we went to Roanoke with the rug in the car, drove it back, and that was typical of his trips. Charleston. So next trip I remember we're going to Charleston, West Virginia. Again, we'll leave at 8 in the morning for some reason. Well, if you're going to Charleston, West Virginia, you're on your way to the Greenbrier Resort, Linda, So you got to stop and have lunch there. And there's a tour there you can take of all the secret rooms underneath. So, Harold knew everything that there was, to do. So he takes me there. Next memory, these are old memories. Baltimore, Maryland. Okay, Linda, we're on the water. We're at the Chesapeake Bay. We got to get on a boat. Well, how are we going to do that, Harold? Lo and behold, he gets one of the vendors, to get a fishing boat for us for a half a day or something. Go out deep sea fishing. Only Harold. That was the here fishy beginning of, I think, of his life. Arlington, Virginia. Okay, on a good day, 2.5 hours drive from Richmond. Not so for Harold. We leave in the morning. I never knew how many golf courses there were between here and Arlington, Virginia off I-95, but he certainly did. And Norfolk, Virginia. He tells me we're going out for hamburgers for dinner. We ended up at some dance club, Heartbeat. I think there were hamburgers there, but I don't know. He knew how to enjoy life to the fullest. He, oh gosh, I'm sorry. He was my mentor for well over 30 years. He taught me how to work hard. He worked hard. He did well. He set his objectives high, and he met them. Failure was not an option for Harold, but neither was not enjoying life. That was certainly his theme. He motivated himself, and he motivated his employees with his enthusiasm. And all of those trips I told you about, the putting the rug in the car, the boat, you can hear him giggling. You can just hear him. He thinks it's so funny that he's orchestrated these things. You know, he was just always full of laughter. On a personal note, he became one of my best friends. And he certainly did help me through my life. Remember him helped me buy my first house, give me advice, help raising kids, which he had plenty of experience with. Basically taught me not to sweat the small stuff. I think that's the way he got through. I'm going to tell you one more story. In telephone company, CMP, Bell Atlantic, Verizon, whatever, every 5 years or so they come out with some new program that every management person has to go through training and learn. You know, they're going to improve the processes. So this time it's the quality program, and they're looking for people to teach it. You have to go around and train every group. Harold says, let's sign up for that. Oh, Harold, quality? Come on, come on. He said, oh, Linda, if you put yourself in charge of it, then everybody else has to do the work. You know, so, okay, all right. So all right. So it's Harold and Larry Lynch and I. And we travel the four, areas of CMP, actually, whatever. And we do this training. And the training, you have all these flow charts you're putting on the wall. You have all these rules of price of nonconformance and all these charts. And we ended up our training somewhere near around Christmas time. He comes in one day, and he has a box for Larry Lynch and I, wrapped up in Christmas paper. He said, I got you all a Christmas present. I said, don't open it until Christmas morning. What is Harold giving Larry Lynch and I for Christmas, So Christmas morning, I opened the box. He has taken the flow charts and the rules and everything. He has laminated them, and made them into placemats. Only Harold, and the giggle, that would not stop when I said, Harold, thanks for the placemats. Both sides, you turn them over, one's the flow chart, one's the rules, Oh my gosh. He loved to make people laugh, and certainly I think he laughed the hardest. I will never forget Harold. Thank you.